is considered to be a motorcycling tent, and it was actually voted best tent by Scootering Magazine. It is a hub tent, which is similar to a kind of a pop-up tent. If you picture it like an umbrella, putting it in the carry sack it came with took a long time. It was tight, it was difficult. Now it's not even pegged out, and yet in an emergency I could just climb into that. And the secret is all in this pole system here, the exoskeleton frame, which is vastly upgraded on the 0.20 version. And under the lid cowling here you can see the exoskeleton frame, and there's a hook somewhere here where my finger is, and that hook clips into the top of the tent there. Now, with this being a freestanding tent, as you can see I haven't pegged it out yet, I can change positions to find better level ground, twist it so I get the morning sun, turn it around to back against the wind. I'm going to count myself 5 pegs, 1 on each corner and 1 on the back. I found a flaw with the tent when I got it. It doesn't take much to bend this umbrella exoskeleton frame in. Now, with this being the weak point, the bit that folds in when you don't want it to, above and not below, I just hitched a little bit of cord onto that. All I'm doing is cupping a hand under the exoskeleton frame, pulling it towards me, and at the same time tightening the guy rope. Once I've done the back in exactly the same manner, it's going to be tight as a drum. And I haven't used the bottom stakeouts at all. It's just on 4 anchor points where I've shown you for the guy ropes on the weak points there. Now it's actually on the crash zip, so I don't need to hold the zip at all. I can just pull it apart. Okay, 1 basher pole there, and my basher pole is spiked at one end. It's telescopic 2-part with a basket foot there. So that basket foot is going on the ground. That spike is going through a grommet. First of all, I'm going to extend the basher pole like that in 2 pieces. Connect it all back up. Back to the basher pole end. That goes through the grommet of the vestibule door or the awning, and stake out this section here to the ground. An awesome place this to do your coffee in the morning. Even if it's raining, I can have well ventilated space all around me. I don't worry about condensating the actual tent. I'm just going to get you some info to read off. I'm going to go straight in with the weight actually at 3.9 kilos, which converts to 8.5 pounds. So I don't think it's bad weight, even in a backpack. I do it, but I only travel with 3 pieces, shelter insulation and a cook set, and of course part of my insulation is my clothing, so it's tent, sleeping bag, a ground pad and a pack of clothes, and it all goes into that pack, and it's comfortable to carry. The secret is finding the right pack. Its height 120 centimeters, its width 220, and its diameter is 245 centimeters, and I'll convert that to inches for you. I have 4,000 millimeters of hydrostatic head on the actual outer fly there. For the vestibule, it's this type of material. It's not great. I would really put a ground sheet under that just to stop anything poking through that. But it's 10,000 hydro on that. I like to have 1,000 millimeters of hydrostatic head per season plus 1,000. So with this being 4,000, I can deduct 1,000 to give me 3,000 equals 3 seasons. So not going to be a winter tent. What is it like in the winds? It is terrible, and it will collapse in on itself unless you make that modification I showed you right at the beginning. And yeah, it does stand up to some strong winds. User error one night, I didn't hook the inner to the outer like that, and it came down on my head, and I was in my sleeping bag at the time, and it gave me the shock of my life. I thought somebody had jumped on me in the night. So yeah, just make sure it's pitched up properly. Retail £130. Now that isn't for this is for the Mark II with the new improved 8mm exo frame, which is stronger, they say, and lighter. But get shopping around right now, because I've just seen one not for 130 but for £88.80. Get surfing the net, find somewhere. The flash frame itself, you can see it's an exoskeleton frame, goes up like an umbrella, is 8.5mm, and it's not going to be a carbon fibre for that kind of money. It's going to be a fiberglass. The improved model, the Mark II, is meant to have a far superior exoskeleton frame. And I love ventilation ports high up like this. One on that side, one on that side there. I hate having the ventilation low down here because it just blows over your face and over your legs. Little hook, you don't get the carabiner, just the little ring. Now the great thing about this one is the mesh is on the outside. So the mesh to the outside again, crash zips. I got a cargo net on that side and another cargo net on that side, so you can sleep head to toe with your buddy. So we have the tie back for the door on an elastic with toddle there, so on a nice warm night I can keep the door open and still have the mesh. With the X pad in, which is I think 2 meters 10 in length, there's plenty of room there.